Hey guys, I'm gonna come at you with another video. Everybody talks about guns and bows, for protection, but there might come a time when you don't have your gun's jammed, you're out of bullets, your gun's broke, and you have to do basically hand-to-hand combat in order to defend yourself. Um, I'm giving you a few ideals here, but with all these weapons I show you, you need to have training, practice, learn how to use them the right way. Because if you pull a knife on somebody and you don't know how to properly use it, both offensive and defensive, they will take it away from you and use it on you. So just keep that in mind, guys. First thing I want to talk about, you can't carry these, but you can have them in your house for home defense. I bought two of them. I cut the handles off of this one and wrapped tape around it for a better grip. You hit somebody upside the head or in the throat or in the gut, or if they even block it, those spikes are going to go in their arm or wherever, and they're going to think second thoughts. So that's a good one to have. This police baton, you can't carry it here in the state of Tennessee, but you can own it and you can have it as a defense weapon for your home. Excuse me. So that's a couple ideals there. Another one, these are my sons, my 7-year-old. They're 9 inches, but you can get the adult versions. They're 12 inches. I just can't find mine in there. But, you learn how to use these good. You knock somebody upside the head, it's gonna ring their bell. Another one, knives. Yeah, this is my work knife I carry with me when I'm out in the woods. And this, let me get it up here. This is my everyday carry knife. Here in the state of Tennessee, you're allowed to carry a knife on your side as long as it's open. You can't conceal it. It has to be on your side where you can see it. And it can't have no brass knuckles on it or anything like that. But this right here, I keep all my knives razor sharp. And this right here, if somebody comes at me, we're going to dance because I do know how to use this. I can make it sing if I want to. But always, whatever weapon you choose, practice. Practice, practice, practice with it. Another one, a pretty good home defense, they don't fall, are these tomahawks. This is a wooden tomahawk, and this is a SOG, fighting tomahawk. And you learn how to use these little things, and they come in handy. You put this in your left and that knife right there in your right, and you know how to use them, you're going to cause some damage. I mean, and you just don't use it just by swinging, like this. You can, you got a handle, you got a point, you got that. I mean, you can actually slap somebody upside the head. You can ram that point in. You can come in with a slit. There's a lot to use on these little things, and that's why I say learn them, so that way they can't take it away from you. Another thing, a lot of guys like using machetes. I found this one. It's a World War II jungle machete. You can't see it, but I've been working on it. I found it at the flea market, and I actually got the name, and it actually was given to soldiers in the Pacific to fight the Japs with, and cut down through the jungles and stuff. But I think I paid like $8 for it, and it's a lot better shape, and you can get a good, it's got a razor sharp edge on it. Another thing, get it over here. This is a Cold Steel sword / tie machete. I got it at Smoky Mountain Knife Works. I think I paid like $38 for it, and it's a good one. Again, you can use baseball bats, you can use axe handles, anything you can use for a weapon. You know, I tell everybody, you know, a lot of guys are saying take this MMA and take this Ninjutsu so you can grapple and learn these choke holds. But my training from my past, excuse me, and yeah, grappling's fine. But if it's nighttime and somebody's breaking in your house and you're grappling with them, you got them down choking them out, and their buddy comes up and kicks you in the back of the neck or the head, or puts a knife in your blade while you're on the ground defenseless, that's not a good thing. You know, I tell everybody, learn how to street fight, take boxing classes, kickboxing classes. You know, you don't want to get down on the ground with somebody. It might take, you know, 5 seconds to tap them out, but it just takes 3 seconds for their buddy to come up and put a knife in your back or stomp on your head and split your head like a melon. So just think about that. But with all these, always, always, always practice. Learn how to use them as an offensive and a defensive weapon. You know, if any of these ain't your choices, you know, I make my own too. Yeah, that's a piece of hickory with spikes in it. And let me set it over here so you guys can get a better view. You know, and you know, you hit somebody upside that with the head, or in the gut, or in the arm, it's going to take chunks meat out, and they're going to know. But you can make something like this. You don't have to go out and spend a lot of money. But my point is, there's going to come a time where you're going to have to defend yourself, and you're not going to have a gun. Have one of these. You know, you don't know what happened. Riots, war, economic collapse. We don't know what's coming down. But if you got your bases covered and you know how to use these, it's not hard to get you a pair of brass knuckles. Put them on your hand and punch somebody with it. It's not hard at all. But you don't want to try to punch somebody and they take these away from you. So just practice with what you get. Make sure you know the ins and the outs of them, and go from there. I mean, if you can't afford to go get classes, you know, there's plenty of veterans around that's willing to teach you, the tricks of the trade. Just talk to them. You can go take self-defensive classes through YMCA and churches, and different organizations offer them as well. That's the basics of what you need if you have no fighting skills whatsoever. But I hope this ideal, you know, it kind of hits home to you guys. You know, you want a backup weapon to protect you. Like I said, I've got a 12-year-old, I got a 7-year-old. I'm teaching them how to use the knife. You know, my 3-year-old ain't there yet, but you know, my 7-year-old and 12-year-old's got nunchucks. They're learning those too. You know, I teach them because that gun's not always going to be there. That gun's going to break down. You always want to know how to defend yourself in a close quarter combat situation. And I can't stress that enough, guys. You know, learn how to defend yourself. Learn how to use a weapon. Because when it comes down to fighting, you know, there are no rules to fighting. The rule is you win by any means necessary. Gouging, biting, pulling hair, busting nuts, whatever, you win. That's the golden rule. You win. You walk away while the other one don't walk away. So I hope this video kind of got some brain cells turning, and you got you thinking, and I hope everybody stays safe. See you next time.